an amazing Spanish omelette called tortilla. Since then, this dish has become a daily dinner in the military diet. Crack 3 eggs into a bowl. And cover it again with the egg and potato mixture on top. The cheese has melted, the potatoes are ready, all that's left is to taste it. Hello everyone, this is Alexei Borisov and the Borisov television channel. And as you understood from the title, in this video today we're making a wonderful Spanish omelette called tortilla. Among its advantages, it's aromatic, delicious, and an extremely simple dish. This recipe is suitable for both beginner cooks and those who have been in the kitchen for a long time, so I highly recommend trying to make this dish. First of all, we need to grate the potatoes on a coarse grater. And you know, friends, when I'm too lazy to cook or when I want to surprise someone, I make exactly this dish. And do you know what the advantage is? You can make it for breakfast. It's filling and healthy, for lunch, and even for dinner. You can gather your friends and enjoy this treat. Next, I want to get rid of the excess moisture in the potatoes. To do this, I generously salt the potatoes, mix them, and leave them for about 20 minutes to let the extra moisture come out. Onion, regular onion. I will use 1 whole onion and I will chop it as finely as possible, about 2 millimeters. Dice it first vertically, position your finger phalanges so you don't cut anything extra off. I explained in great detail there how to cut root vegetables and other vegetables. Spanish omelette, tortilla, the exact origin is unknown, but there are several versions. According to one version, during the First Carlist War, General Tomás invented the potato omelette simply to feed his army. Since then, this dish has been a daily dinner in the military diet. According to another version, this recipe belongs to a peasant woman from Navarre in whose house General Tomás stayed. Despite having a meager supply of food, the woman wanted to treat her guests to something tasty, so she mixed potatoes, onions, and eggs. This dish impressed the general so much that he popularized the recipe among his troops. Meanwhile, I'm heating up the frying pan, I've poured in some vegetable oil, and now I'm going to saute the chopped onion. We'll fry the onion until it's golden brown. Next, crack 3 eggs into a bowl, add freshly ground pepper and salt, and whisk until smooth. Make sure not to whisk it until it gets foamy. The onions are sauteed, so we set them aside and let them cool on a plate. Let's remove the moisture from the potatoes. Just take them in your hand and squeeze. Look how much liquid comes out. Let's spread it out. Lightly fry it and stir. The main thing is to make sure nothing burns. Meanwhile, I take some cheese that melts well and slice it into thin pieces. This amount will be enough for me. The potatoes are fried, but they're still al dente. That's exactly how we need them. We put them on a plate and spread them out in a thin layer so the potatoes cool down as quickly as possible. While the potatoes are cooling, I'll mix the onion and egg. The potatoes are no longer steaming, which means it's time for them to join the egg as well. Here, I'm already using a spatula and mashing the potatoes so that they're as separated as possible and the mixture turns out uniform. Set the heat to the lowest, 2 out of 10, and spread half of the mixture evenly in the pan. Next, we lay out slices of cheese and then cover them again with the egg and potato mixture on top. Cover with a lid for just 3 to 4 minutes. I don't have a lid, so I use a plate. Now, using this same plate, we cover it, flip it over, and load it back in again. Fry on the other side for just 3 to 4 minutes until the inside sets and the cheese is no longer runny. The final step is to place it on the plate that we'll use for serving. Pay attention, everything is ready. cheese has melted, the potatoes are ready. All that's left is to taste it, since I'll be the first to try it. And for myself, I'll cut a good solid piece, about a quarter. I think the film crew won't be mad at me. An amazing cut. The potato is relatively dry because we got rid of the moisture. Everything is soaked in egg, everything is even, and most importantly, there are threads of cheese. The tortilla is very tender since the potato is already cooked and the egg itself is naturally tender. Cheese. It adds creaminess, and there's a very subtle sweetness from the onion. It's barely noticeable, but it's there. How do I want to sum it up? So, without any chatter, well, we cooked for 6 to 10 minutes. But the result is worth it. So you can confidently repeat this. Take the recipe, check the measurements, and we're off to try it. And on this delicious note, I have to say goodbye to you. Thank you for watching. Be sure to like this video, share it with your friends, and don't be afraid to experiment. Goodbye, friends.